Hey guys, today I'll be narrating you all a short story with great values. So it all starts with two houses which are neighbors. So the first house is very happy and the second house is always filled with issues, arguments, etc. So one day, the wife of the second house says the husband to go to the first house and see what is the secret of their happiness. What makes this house to be really happy, enthusiastic, and healthy always. So, as the wife said, the husband went to the first house and saw. As he was peeping in, he saw the lady of the house mopping the floor. When she was doing it, suddenly she heard a noise in the kitchen. So what she did was she just left everything there and she ran to the kitchen. At this particular time, the husband came out and he didn't notice the bucket there and he toppled and he fell down on the floor. So the wife again came running back to the hall and was saying, "Oh, sorry, I heard a noise in the kitchen and I shouldn't have left the bucket here. I'm really sorry. And the husband said, No, it's fine. It's not your fault. I should have been more careful. I should have seen more carefully." And then when all these were going on, from the kitchen, there's this little girl coming out. And she says this, "Mom and Dad, I'm really sorry. It was my fault. I dropped the vessel in the kitchen and Mama came running to see what had happened. And at that time, Dad, you had come out and you had toppled and you had fell down. I'm really sorry. It was my mistake." And so the mom and dad says to the child, "No worries, child. People do make mistakes and only when you make mistakes, you can learn lots of lessons from it." So when all this was happening, and they all were like, "Okay, it's fine," and then they were laughing and everything became settled. So when this was happening, the husband standing out of the window was observing all this and he found, okay, so this is the reason for their happiness. What all values did you learn from this lesson? The main value you learned is you should take responsibilities. Take responsibility for your action. When you take responsibility, there's no argument, no fights. Everything is solved. But in the second house, maybe the husband and wife always kept blaming on each other. No, in this house, the husband could have told, "Why did you keep the bucket here? Is this the place where you should keep the bucket?" And the mother must have told, "No, I heard a noise in the kitchen and it was her fault. That was not my fault." Yeah, this could have happened, but it didn't happen because they took responsibilities. And this is how they stayed happy. So the moral of the story is to take responsibility for your own tasks. When you do that, there's no argument, nothing. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed my little story.